Welcome back to the closing table. I'm your lender bestie, Kyndal with Apex Lending.
And I am Kayla. I am your realtor with Epic Realty, licensed in South Carolina and Georgia.
Yes. So today we have a super fun surprise for this episode. You want to kick it off?
Yes, absolutely. So for episode 5, we have decided to do a little game and Q&A round.
Yes.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun and super educational.
Yep. So we are going to be playing red flag, green flag. Got that wrong.
Because we know that we be talking about all the red flags and
all the green flags
in every other aspect of life.
Absolutely.
Yep. So why not do it for real estate and mortgages?
Yeah, absolutely. So that is going to be the episode. We're going to do that. We're going to answer a couple questions that you guys have left in our comments. We super duper appreciate that.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get started.
So we have our lovely behind the scenes prompter back here. It's going to be my husband, Matt. You won't see his face, but he's going to read off all of the questions for us. So take it away.
All right, red flag, green flag. Our first question is this a red flag or a green flag? I send documents to my lender as soon as they ask for them.
Always a green flag.
I stay within the budget that my lender gave me.
Still a green flag all day long.
Have you ever noticed these flags are almost the same color as your wall?
Oh my God.
They are.
I found a house before getting pre-approved.
Oh, if you watched last month's episode, you know that this is a red flag.
We'll be hitting hard on this constantly. Don't do that.
I saw a TikTok and now I understand mortgages.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't know. Hold on there.
That might be well.
It depends. Whose TikTok were you on?
Is it our TikTok? Because it's going to help you understand. That one is going to be a green flag. But generally speaking, red flag.
I'm putting the minimum down payment even though I have more saved.
I don't like that one.
Well,
it depends on the factors.
It's going to depend on the factors.
It depends on what's more important to you. Lower cash to close or lower monthly payment.
If you're rich, it's a red flag. Okay? If you're an average everyday, buying your first house and you just had a child, green flag. Sure.
If it makes sense for your specific situation.
Yeah.
All just depends. Oh, you threw in a crazy one there.
Well, your inch.
Yeah.
I want seller's credits instead of lowering the purchase price.
Okay.
It depends.
Also depends.
It depends. Are you
on what's
using those seller credits to buy down your rate?
Or are you using those seller credits to help cover your closing costs to keep your out-of-pocket costs low as possible?
Green flag.
Green flag.
Or are you just using that because you're out and trying to play hardball, but it's not working too well? You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I got pre-approved online in 5 minutes.
Stop it.
Don't do it. If you go online and you just put in your first name, last name, city you want to live in, and just where you work, not even how much you make, and congratulations, you're pre-approved. Don't do it.
You get the little party hat with the confetti.
Close the app and call me because that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I actually listen to my lender's advice.
Green flag. Well, I mean, it depends though. Who's your lender?
Your lender bestie?
Your lender bestie? Or
a Zillow lender. Can we not say that?
Or the lender that I'm still waiting on from 5 years ago. He was a good lender, but terrible at communication.
I'm planning to make a big purchase before closing.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And listen, if you need the 10 commandments of home buying, call me. Put it down below. 10 commandments.
But what if I open a new credit card before closing?
Absolutely not. No big purchases, no new lines of credit. Red flags.
Piss me off.
I ignore calls or emails from my lender during the process.
Are you even trying to buy a house?
Right?
Why are you doing
that? Goes without saying. That's a red flag.
I switched jobs during escrow and didn't tell my lender.
I've had a client do this.
Don't do it.
We made it, but
bet by the skin of your teeth.
The skin of that is.
I moved money between accounts to organize things before applying.
Y'all gotta quit doing this shit.
Don't do it.
No.
If you do that, I mean, you can do it, but just know underwriting's going to be asking you a lot of questions.
Free will is crazy.
So don't get me started.
I relied on my agent's lender recommendation without shopping.
So I'm actually going to say a red flag.
Yeah.
Because, as we know, not every agent is fit for the client. Not every lender is fit for the client, depending on what they need. I have had some clients that are, in detrimental areas where they needed to go direct USDA.
Yep.
And it benefited them. They had to go through the home buying course. They did it all, and it worked out beautifully.
Yeah.
But at the same point, my recommendations may or may not work for you. Look around. Do your research. Do your research. Don't blame me.
Google is free.
I trust Zillow more than my lender's numbers.
Stop it. I had somebody tell me the other day, well, my Zillow's estimate.
I say it all the time, is the A in Zillow stands for accuracy. Remember
There's
that.
not one.
None.
I told my lender all about my income, including my side hustle.
Oh, yes.
You got to tell me twice.
Green flag.
I'm self-employed, but I write off a lot of my taxes.
When it comes to buying a home, that's a red flag. And I'm going to tell you why. So self-employed borrowers, if you technically made $120,000 last year, but you wrote off all of the things and your tax return now says that you make $30,000 a year, guess what? When it comes to buying a house, your income that is going to be used to qualify is going to be $30,000 a year for that year. So if you're looking to buy a $400,000+ house on a $30,000 on paper income,
don't write off.
It's not going to work. If you only show $30,000 in income, we have to go by what's on paper. So self-employed borrowers, talk to your lender if you're thinking about buying a house before you file your taxes. If not, red flag.
And this also goes back to the previous question that we just went over. Why are you going to go look for a house without getting pre-approved? Red flag.
Just throw the flag.
Tired of talking about it.
Said the hell with this flag. No more red flags.
I've been saving consistently and will still have money after.
I love
Yes.
it. Love that.
Stack your coins, sis.
Can we also just real quick talk about your children and their flag making skills?
They tried. I give them an A for effort.
Listen,
That's
I'm good with
good.
it. Look at them right angles on the sticks. Look at that.
They're going to do really well in parallelogram season.
I'm waiting until after closing to buy furniture, cars, or anything major.
Yep, all day long.
You listened, and we ain't got to judge.
Exactly.
I've changed jobs, but staying in the same industry with higher pay.
That is actually a green flag. And this is a really common misconception. I actually just talked to a client this week that is going to be starting a new job in 3 weeks, but she's nervous. She's going to stay in the same field, but she's also going to be making significantly more money. Mm-hmm. But she was scared because she's always heard that you have to have the same job for 2 years and that you can't. And not only that, but you can't change jobs when you're going through the pre-approval process.
Which is not necessarily true.
It's not. I will always tell my clients that there is an opportunity for a job that you're going to be making more money, bonus points that it's in the same field, and also it's a job that you're going to absolutely love.
Right.
Take it. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
All we need is an offer letter explaining the terms of your employment, your start date, your projected salary, and we're good.
Yeah. And think about it kind of this way too. Why would that hurt you? But people that relocate and have a job offer in a different state.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't hurt them.
Exactly.
So think about it that way when you are going into that scenario.
Yes.
Good
one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. All right. We got 2 more?
Something like that.
Why not?
My cousin said he can do it cheaper.
Yeah, they always can, can't they? You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
Yep. That's true with tattoos and real estate.
That's it. That's the post.
Yep.
I ask questions when I don't understand something.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Please ask them. Keep asking them.
So that was it, guys.
That's it.
That was all of them.
Yeah. Awesome.
That was a hot take, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was super fun.
That was. We're going to have to do something like that again.
Yeah. So if you guys have any game ideas that you want to see, and it can be just a regular game, but we can find a way to make it real estate and mortgage
for
edition.
sure.
Drop it in the comments. Let
For
us know
sure,
because
yeah.
we want to keep doing the games.
And we want to keep using these flags.
Right? They are pretty good.
We can't let the child labor go unnoted.
Exactly. It's okay. They're going to send me cash app requests later.
Of course they will. Well, that was super fun. Let's go ahead and jump into these comments, though. I am super excited to see what y'all say. So let's go ahead. So the first question we've got is, can you walk us through a time you negotiated a tough repair with a buyer?
Ooh.
I can go ahead and start that one off.
Okay.
So I actually did have this one, and we'll leave out specific details. But it was a first-time home buyer. She was purchasing a home, and it's one of my USDA buyers.
Yeah.
She actually drove past this house 100 times. And originally, her pre-approval was too low for the home.
Yeah.
So she didn't know that she was going to be able to qualify for it. But she told me constantly about this house.
Mhm.
3 months straight of telling me about this house. And so she went back, she renegotiated. She actually she got a pay raise.
Mhm.
And so we were able to, boost her up a little bit. She got qualified for the house.
Yay!
Immediately put an offer on the house. It immediately got accepted. It was amazing. Did all the things. So went through the inspection process. And, the house looks great, but the inspection sucks.
That's the worst.
But the biggest part of it was the foundation. And it
Mm.
wasn't just the foundation. It was like the joist within the foundation.
You're speaking Greek to me.
Essentially, we needed a structural letter, and there was some scissoring that needed to happen, yada, yada, yada. Well,
Some scissoring? Sorry.
Scissoring.
Huh?
Yes, it's when they take, you better keep this in. Is when you essentially take like two boards and you butt them against each other to like brace. There was brace.
You butt them up against each other. This just gets worse the longer this goes on.
But essentially, there was a lot that it needed. The issue was, the seller was running out of money.
Mhm.
I mean, she had already done a lot to the home. She was also a little bit older. She was going into a townhouse.
Mhm.
So she was also putting money down for that.
Yeah.
And so we were getting into that really, really, hairy situation where she's running out of cash. But for USDA, and if anybody knows, USDA has very strict guidelines.
Yes.
So the home really, really did have to pass. And so we ended up having to get structural letters and, can we get this person to do it as opposed to this person to do it? There was a lot of...
We'll make sure that this gets invoiced to be paid at closing instead of the seller having to come right out of pocket.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do. And there was a lot that we had to do. It was a lot of, can I get 75 different estimates to figure out which one's absolutely cheapest? And actually, my buyer was actually okay with her allowing her brother to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, as much as I always want there to be licensed contractors that are not privy to the sale,
Mhm.
do it, just because things can always kind of go south. It's
Yeah.
your brother that's licensed, but her brother was licensed. And so we actually ended up allowing him to do it.
Yeah, it was done the right way.
Because it's something that absolutely needed to be done. You could tell that everyone was really trying hard on both sides to figure out what to do. He just so happened to be licensed, so we let him do it.
Fun fact for you. So USDA, that's all good. Not a big deal.
Mhm.
But if you are doing an FHA 203K renovation loan, you have to use an approved contractor.
Throughout the entire process.
Yes, you have to get approval for who you're going to use.
Yep.
So it can't just be Joe Schmo off the street who could be licensed, who is licensed.
But if he's not approved.
Right. Can't use him.
Yeah, that part sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next question is, where do you guys see the housing market in the next year? And what can people do to prepare?
So people are always going to be buying and selling homes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the interest rates are. It obviously slows down at certain times of the year, but
you got to move when it's right for you.
Right. People are always going to be selling their homes. People are always going to be buying their homes. Some parts of the year are slower. I would say those are the better times that you can start preparing on the financing side by looking at myfreecreditreport.com, or, if you're 3 months out from talking to a lender to even begin a pre-approval or a pre-qualification, it's always good to keep an eye on your credit. There are so many different platforms out there that you can get, MyFICO, Credit Karma, freecreditreport.com. Obviously, they're not going to be 100% accurate, but they will show you the things that are on your credit report that you can put some time and attention to.
Yeah.
So making sure that old collections are paid off, closed, and removed from your report, making sure that you have no late payments, or if you have some late payments, we have those caught up and we have no more going forward. That's a great way to prepare to make sure your credit report is exactly the way that we need it to be. You can use that time to set a plan for, okay, I'm going to make sure that I set aside X amount a month into my savings out of each paycheck. And this is going to be for our house buying fund.
Mm-hmm.
So giving yourself that time to prepare to save up money, work on your credit, just really getting yourself set up financially in a very sound way. That way, when you go to talk to a lender, you don't have all of these things that now you have to start doing. And we're trying to move in the next month and a half to 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, and
What would you say on the real estate side?
so it's going to depend. So to get ready for the market, so I've got to look at it on two different standpoints. So I've got buyers and sellers.
Yes.
So for sellers first, because it's, you hit kind of on what you should be doing to buy the house,
Mhm.
right? So, but for sellers, say you're 6 months to a year out to sell your home.
Mhm.
First off, you want to make sure that you are maintaining this home impeccably. And if you are going to be putting any money into your home, you need to be
Mhm.
putting it into the kitchens and the bathrooms because they raise the value the absolute most.
Yeah.
However, with that, you want to make sure that you are not pricing yourself out of your neighborhood.
Mhm.
So if your neighborhood is known to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath brick ranch that are 15 to 2,000 square foot, typically ranging anywhere from $250 to $350 in value, and they don't have high-end finishes, they have mid-range finishes. You've got
Mhm.
some granite here and there, LVP, great brick. Do not go putting in the most expensive finishes
Or
into your kitchens and bathrooms.
or even adding a new room. Or
Don't do that.
Don't do that
Don't do that.
because you have to have comps that
To
support.
pull. Exactly. And so if you already have a 3-2 and you decide that you're going to go and finish out your basement and add 4 more bedrooms down there because you think it's going to get a higher price, it's not. It's not, because at that point you've priced yourself out of your neighborhood.
And you've also
So-
spent money to
Yep.
upgrade, and you can't get that money back, and it's not
Exactly.
doing you any good.
And it is a complete misconception that says if I put $50,000 into my house, I'm going to get at least 50 back. That is that is a huge misconception. That it doesn't always mean replacement cost is not always cost.
Mhm.
And I hate it. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's just what it is. So, but maintenance is a huge thing. Curb appeal, another huge thing.
Mhm.
So, make sure that you're cutting your grass regularly, you're weed eating, flower beds maintaining is a huge one. Make sure that you're also having your HVAC serviced. Do that at least once a year. Right now, around the time that we're sweating down here in the South,
Right.
we're dying. It's a good time to go ahead and think about that.
Oh, yeah. With that part of the year
Yeah.
where it's so hot that you feel like you just took a really hot, steamy shower,
Somebody told me
stepped out of the shower, and then put your clothes on without drying
Yeah.
off.
Somebody told me yesterday they were describing the South to their family in India,
Mhm.
believe it or not, as being stuck in a bowl of soup.
Oh, God. Why is that so accurate?
It's so accurate.
Oh.
It's so accurate. Yeah. But
Just a hot bowl of tomato soup.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That was very cornbread.
Oh my God. And to do all of these maintenance things, and if you're really wanting to get top dollar for your house, I do highly recommend a pre-listing inspection. That will go ahead and tell you, hey, this, and this needs to be done. This is probably going to flag when you do go to sell it. Go
Mhm.
ahead and get in front of those high ticket items.
And that's going to keep it from coming up on the actual inspection
and
and
it
save
gives
you money
a
then.
year to do it instead of I've got 30 days and I've got to go spend $20,000 on HVAC and duct work and this and that just to make sure that this home's going to qualify for
Yep.
this loan so we can close next month. It gives you that time to say, okay, I've got 12 months. 12 months and 12 items. I can do 1 item a month.
Mhm.
So it really does make it a lot easier on the seller.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the home buying side, basing off of what you said, I mean, really just saving as much as humanly possible, knowing where you're at credit wise, knowing where your DTI is.
Mhm.
One thing that I will say that I have seen people do in the past is they will go to their boss and they'll ask for a raise.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is say no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go ahead and pitch, go ahead and hone in your skill. Go ahead
Mhm.
and ask for, even if it is a 10% raise.
Yeah.
Even if it's 2% raise, anything will help.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, that's really what I can say.
What would you say if it was a person who was going to be selling and buying?
Same thing. Exact same thing. Go ahead and start making sure that your funds are in order. Go ahead and start making sure that your DTI is in order, your credit is in order. Go
Mhm.
ahead and also be making sure that your home is in order. And you really, really, I mean, the ones that are buying and selling simultaneously, they definitely want to make sure that all of their stuff is lock solid.
Yep.
Because you've got that short period where everything has to flow correctly
Mm-hmm.
so that you are selling at the correct time and you are buying at the exact same
Yeah, and closing on the exact same day.
same day. Or, I mean, you can have a day or so difference if
Mhm.
you're okay with staying in a hotel or with friends or family.
But realistically speaking, most people that sell their homes contingent or buy a home contingent on the sale of their current home,
They're selling and then they're buying.
yeah, on the same day, and they're moving out of one house and moving into
Right
the
into
new
the
one.
next. Yep. So you want to make sure that you specifically are lock solid on everything. And if you don't know what to do, I have a checklist that I can send for both sellers and buyers. Go ahead and comment below checklist if you want it.
Yes,
You know.
it's a good one.
It's
I've
free.
seen it.
It's the only one that's free.
Yeah,
It's the only thing in life that's free.
right. That
Yeah.
was an awesome question, though.
That was a good question. And these are the questions that we love. So keep them coming. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one for you.
Okay.
Why do lenders advise against opening new lines of credit during the home buying process?
Oh gosh,
And we talk about this constantly.
I would get this one tattooed on my forehead if there was enough room.
But it needs to be constantly said so you don't forget.
Okay, so let's look at it like this. You're already pre-approved. You're under contract. Your loan has been sent over to underwriting. We are moving forward with the appraisal, with the title work from the closing attorney. You know, your rate is locked. Everything is fully built out. We know what to expect at closing. When you open a new line of credit, when you're going through the middle of this process, not only does that throw off your debt to income ratio, because we have to now include that. And if it's a tighter one and you're creeping up towards that maximum line there, this could be the splash, the one drop in the bucket that pours it over the edge. And guess what? Now you may not qualify for this home.
Yeah.
So not only does it throw off your debt to income ratio, it also affects your credit score. And obviously, your credit is going to be run a couple times during this process. You know, we have the soft pull at the very beginning, which doesn't really affect much.
Right.
But we have the hard pull when we go under contract. And underwriting will also check your credit again right before closing to confirm that it doesn't affect your credit score, that nothing new has been opened, that nothing has changed with your financial scenario. So when you open up this new line of credit, your score is going to dip a little bit.
And it doesn't matter what your score is.
Exactly.
You know, it's not a good idea, regardless.
It can affect your pricing.
It can.
It can absolutely affect the pricing on your interest rate because those are determined by numerous factors, but they're also looked at in credit tiers.
Right.
So if you are let's say 694 on your credit score, you open a new account and that puts you 664. That's going to change the pricing for your interest rate. It's going to affect that. So that's why I tell everyone, you know, I know that you are getting offered a new credit card for a balance transfer for 0% interest. And listen, I've done it. I have done a balance transfer for 0% interest to help pay down my credit cards faster. Not while I was buying a house.
Right, of course.
Because that can wait. I know that you want to go to rooms to go.
Listen, guys, the buying process is typically only at
30 to 45 days, 60 worst case scenario.
90 if there's issues, right?
Yeah, major issues.
I mean, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I mean, God, you can wait. You can wait. You can wait up to 3 months.
It's not going to kill you.
3 months.
It's not going to kill you. Oh God, I had a scenario the other day. It was one of my lender besties, one of my lender friends.
You got lender bestie? The lender bestie got lender bestie?
I'm everybody's lender bestie. I don't care who you are, lender, realtor, attorney. I'm everyone's lender bestie.
Lender besties got lender besties.
Yes. So one of my lender besties texted me the other day and said, Kyndal, oh my God, I literally want to slam my head into a brick wall. My client just spent their down payment money, all of it.
Oh, what?
Vet bills for their cat.
God. See, that's hard.
That's hard. So I get it. But
hard.
Listen, if it's a scenario like that and something happens and your poor little fur baby has to go to the animal hospital, just call me first. Just call me first. I don't care if it's 9:30 at night.
We'll cry together.
I will support you and Fluffy. And my heart goes out to Fluffy, and I will be checking on Fluffy consistently. Even if it's 8:30 at night, if it's an emergency and you call me and say, Fluffy ate some poison, ate some cleaner under the sink, and now she has to have surgery, and it's going to cost me $3,000. I don't care if it's 8:30 at night for something like that. Give me a call.
Yeah.
Let's talk, or shoot me a text and say, oh my gosh, emergency happened. It's going to affect my funds. Can you call me? I will always pick up the phone.
Always. Yeah.
So,
and things do happen. I think we actually did talk about this on one podcast. So things do happen. We're human. We know that things happen. You know? And it sucks. It's unfortunate, but I mean, we'll work through it.
Yeah.
We will get through it. You know, even
just talk to me first.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got one more. Ooh, this is a good one. You could probably answer this one too.
Okay.
What should people be doing before they even contact a realtor?
Contacting your lender.
You can. And you know what? If you do end up contacting a realtor before you contact the lender, that's okay too.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, either way, as long as you're contacting both before you do anything. You know, if you contact a realtor, hey, I need some recommendations. I need to talk to a lender, blah, blah, blah. This is where I'm at. You know, we can give you some recommendations, or you can go ahead and call your lender.
Yeah.
If you call your lender, hey, this is what I need to do, blah, blah, blah. This is about what I'm looking at. Go ahead. I want to hear it.
So something that, and this is from my own personal home buying experience, what you need to do before you even reach out to a realtor or a lender or whoever involved in the transaction to get it started is to sit down and make a list. So think about where you're living right now. Think about what you love about it and think about what you don't love about it and write it down. Write down a list. Okay, obviously living here is not the forever plan. So I need to think about what are the things that I have experienced in my current home that are a non-negotiable for me to have in my next home. And what are some things that I've experienced in my current home that I absolutely don't want to have in my next home? Make out those lists. And that can include the lending side too. You know, what am I paying right now versus am I comfortable paying more on the next home? Do I want to lower my mortgage payment and downsize? So having that conversation with yourself about what you need specifically for your life, for your family's life, for your specific situation, I think is really, really important before you do anything else.
I noticed when you talk to me how small I am because you're looking down at me.
Oh.
No, sorry.
I have a long torso.
I'm just real small. No,
it's my posture. I sit up really straight.
And that's really good to, you know, really think about because I don't know if a lot of people do that, to be totally honest. But another one that I have, and this one, I don't know if it's controversial. I have no clue, but
throw it at me.
I think it's something that we all do it anyways, right? So we all look at houses, you know, even you got 93 cents in the bank and you looking at 1.2 and you
I sure do.
I'm
like, oh my God, they're selling this for 1.2 million?
Who would put that in the bathroom? Ugh.
Right.
I'm
never going to be able to buy that house, but I've got opinions on it.
Right. But I think it is good. I think that it's good to go on Zillow and put in, okay, I want a 3-bedroom, I want a 2-bath house, and I want to be in this certain area.
Let's see what's out there.
And it gives you an idea on pricing. So when you go to start looking for your home, you're realistic. You're not
don't use the Zillow calculator.
Don't use the Zillow calculator. That is not what I'm saying to do. What I am saying to do is go to Zillow, put in, I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, you know, 1,500 square foot in the middle of North Augusta. That's what I want you to go do. And I want you to scroll. I want you to see, okay, I want a ranch style. I want this style. I want that style. I want a carport. I want a garage. And I want you to actually hone in on what you want and start looking at the homes and what the price is. So that when you go to buy, you're not expecting a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the middle of North Augusta, 2,000 square foot with a 2-car garage to be $98,000.
Right. Because it's happened.
Yeah, and it's not going to be, and it is going to set you up for failure if that is your expectation going into the home buying process. So go ahead and get something in mind to say, okay, I've looked at the market, I've looked at homes that are in the range that I want, in the location that I want, and I know that I can expect to pay about this for this condition of home. Go through the photos. Go through it, because if it's fixer-upper or if it's move-in ready, they are also going to be price skewed. So go and look. And even if you call your realtor, hopefully it's me, and say, hey, I haven't spoken to a lender yet. I'm speaking to a lender. I haven't gotten fully pre-approved. I know I need to do that. There is this one house that I'm confused on. Can you show me this one house? I will.
Mhm.
If you tell me, hey, I know I need to get pre-approved, I'm working on that. Me and a lender have already spoken. I'm not fully there yet,
Mhm.
but I want to know what a home like this looks like in this
Yeah.
area. So I know this is what I want and what I can expect.
Mhm.
Do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to say no?
Who's gonna check me,
Somebody
boo?
might, but I won't. Who's going to check me?
Who's gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, I mean, some of you might, but yeah, go ahead and get a realistic expectation of the market beforehand.
That's awesome.
So I think that actually answered all your questions. Keep them coming, though.
Yeah, we love these.
Fill these comment sections with all of your questions. No question is a dumb question. Rather, it is about buying, selling, the financial process of it, what we eat in a day. I don't care.
Right?
Seriously. I mean, I don't care what it is. Just let us know what you're thinking about the podcast.
Mhm.
Let us know what you think we should be talking about.
How we could improve.
Yeah.
All the things.
Or how we could not improve, because I think we're perfect.
I love compliments.
But I think that's going to close this one out. So stick around for the next episode. It's going to also be a fun one. Only at
The closing table. That was cute.
This was kind of a fun one.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't too
No,
stiff.
we
hopefully.
weren't. Welcome to the closing table. Today we're going to be discussing. No, we don't
Our
do
financial obligations to
Oh.
society. You know, so yeah. So stick around for episode. I don't even know which one we're on. 6.
Let's just say for the next episode.
Okay. So stick around for the next episode. It's going to also be a fun one. We're talking about.
Drum roll, please.
My husband hates when people do drum rolls. We are talking about. I don't know.
I don't either.